In an industry where people always speak about the problems of the industry, perform is like giving us the solution through every creative that passes through them.
As a sound engineer, today's session was awesome because once again with Mbithi leading and also the artists that are participating in the workshop, they experience, like they know how they want to sound and they have an idea in their mind how they want to come out the speakers. It feels like this is what I was hoping it will come out as, and it did. And I have so many flavors and varieties to pick from, so it's exciting.
The session for today with Mbithi was amazing. It was very different from Bian's session because Mbithi is originally a rapper and Bian is more of a songwriter, singer. So it was very interesting getting into both different worlds and learning from a hip-hop perspective where there was so much that I didn't know. As of the pop side with Bian, that I still learned so much.
Today's session has really been very eye-opening and very indulging, educating, engaging, entertaining again. And as a creative, I think those are the most important E's. And here the relationship is amazing, the chemistry is amazing, telepathy. A beat plays and everyone is almost thinking of the same thing, but in their own versions.
Today was, I don't know, I feel like I say refreshing all the time, but everything is always just so refreshing. But yeah, today I love how last week was, the pop side of songwriting. And then today with Lisa, it was more like alternative, like chill vibes, jazzy, soulish, which is more my side of music. So I really enjoyed today's lesson. It's great to get into a class when you feel like you know something, so that was fun.
I felt like everything I thought I knew about songwriting was like 1% of what songwriting actually is, and I've been able to understand, break down piece by piece of what a song is, the elements of a song, how you can basically affect a mood, the mood of full entire song. So yeah, I'd say I feel like I've learned a lot.
What I wanted to do with the class was basically equip folks with different tools for songwriting. There are many things that we do naturally, but you might not know that there's a name for it, Thinking about space, thinking about tension and release, thinking about how to set expectations with melodies, painting imagery, A lot of things that we learned in English, but now applying them to songwriting.
When you're at home, let's say you just want to research on something, you can just go on YouTube and check how to do this. There's that, right? But then being there, being in studio actually with Musyoka and being able to ask direct questions, how do you do this? How do you process this? It's actually a different experience.
The acoustics of the studio are on a high-end, professional studio, which has really helped me a lot because in my bedroom studio, I just played some tracks and you can hear the bass is going so many places. You cannot feel the bass the way you feel it in his studio because the acoustics are treated well. And yeah, I think just getting into his studio and seeing how he's working in his studio has really changed my mindset in the approach of how I do my work as well.
Today's lesson was really informative. There was a ton of information given to us about distribution, about copyright and mastering. It was a lot to take in, but very, very informative.
My objective was to make sure that we had a very clear understanding, and I took questions on every slide just to make sure that everyone understood before we move to the next slide, because it is, for a lot of creatives, it is a very technical area for them, and because it's also evolving and ever changing, they need the most up-to-date information. So I was hoping to share the technical aspects as well as the most up-to-date information available.
I think whenever we speak of brands, there are such like airy-fairy terms around it. Like, I understand it's important to talk about your purpose and your identity as an artist, but I think this class was very real in the sense that it said your brand is not just attached. It starts from your identity and it's rooted in your identity, but it's bigger than you as the artist. It includes your audience, it includes your collaborators, it includes ecosystem partners. So making me think of my brand just beyond myself and what I want to like share with others, and also sort of like in a feedback loop. What do others see of my brand that I could like use to like further like move myself within the music business and stuff like that. Yeah.
We're no longer just selling the music. You have to sell the artist and everything that comes the artist. So I think once you get an artist and identify what they love and incorporate it into their art, it gives you a unique selling point that differentiates you from everyone. I think that's the biggest takeaway, to always sell the artist, not just their music.
The first run through today, and yeah, well, for one, just working with the band has just been insanely amazing because they're dope people, and there's nothing more frustrating to a musician than working with a band that can't do like what it is that you want them to do. But yeah, Lisa told me to just ease into it and just, you know, feel it and allow people to feel what I'm feeling. So I think that's now what I'm working on.
I liked it. I learned a lot because at the end of the day, this whole thing is like an endless learning process. So yeah, I liked it. Just have to make a few corrections and yeah, we're good to go.
Today, just watching where the sets are so far, it's really good to see how much time and effort has been put in the rehearsal. The songwriting classes are going super. The music that we're writing on the side, you know, as the artist, just the artist cohort, we, you know, are writing music together, and we can see that the songs are improving week on week, and so this I'm very happy with.
I think that Perform is an amazing platform. It's an opportunity for artists who haven't had any experience, real life experience in the studio or working with certain professionals in the industry, to actually be able to find some of those gems, the keys that you need to ultimately come up with an amazing song.
For what it's worth, man, like, God bless everyone that is really involved in this. Not just from you yourself as the camera person, everyone that is involved in the projects, like everyone that did hands-on, Akina Muthoni, Akina Flora, Akina Marlene, just everyone that is on the background trying to ensure that the Kenyan industry or the East African industry or the African industry, because we are really part of that journey of building. We're really bringing out the best of the best.